Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over Arcane Labyrinth, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about it for a second, and then I'm going to do a run myself. I currently have all the levels defeated, and so I'm just going to give you some insight. 15's like pretty hard. Maybe I'll just do like 13 or something like that, just so it's not like too crazy. But let me hop over to my trusty visual aid real quick. So here, I just wanted to show you guys the different relics. So I don't know if any of you have played like Slay the Spire, but it's a lot. It reminds me a lot like that, where basically you choose buffs throughout the course of the run, and you know, it just enhances your team, and hopefully you make it all the way to the end, right? I didn't mean to organize it this way, but I guess my brain just kind of did it, you know, automatically. But all the relics on the left all kind of increase the stats, the survivability, the longevity, and so on of the team. So how the mode works is you can only have 4 relics, and I believe they cap out at having 8 of each relic. So like each time you get the relic, so let's say you get warmth 2 times. Every time you get it, the percentage or the stat increases, and then you also get added a crest, which is an additional bonus that you then get to pick from. So warmth recovers health upon victory 10%. Sanctuary increases vitality by 10%. If you don't know, vitality is basically how well the unit receives healing and shields, which I think is really interesting. Fortitude HP is increased by 10%. Guard increases physical and magical defense by 10%. And then on the right side, it's more of like ultimate spam, and like increases like damage output, and that's really the one that I tend to go for more than the ones on the left side, but sometimes you don't really have a choice. But Swift Blade increases attack speed by 20, speed recovery increases haste by 10. So you might be wondering what the difference between attack speed and haste is. So attack speed is just your normal attacks getting faster. Haste is also your normal attacks getting faster, but it also reduces the animation of the attacks. So, like, let's say you continue to increase your attack speed to the maximum, it would be capped by the animation. So, it doesn't matter if, like, your attack speed is 1 billion, if your animation of your character only goes so fast, if that makes sense. So, that's the big difference. So, basically, just an attack speed buff is just like pseudo haste, basically. Potential says restores 20 energy after casting an ult, and Vanquish increases attack speed. So, like a good pairing, for example, could be like Swift Blade and Vanquish, because you know, if you're attacking faster and your attack speed, I don't think this is supposed to say attack speed. I think it's supposed to say your attack stat is increased by 5%. I think I mistyped there. That would be a good combo. Also, pairing potential with a faster is also another good combo, because if you recover energy after ulting and then you ult faster, if you gather more energy, that also seems pretty good. But after you get 2 of each, 4 of each, 6 of each, and 8 of each, you get a crest, and it'll have a list like this that pops up, and you just pick a new buff. So with that being said, I am just going to hop in, and I'm just going to play Labyrinth. So each standard changes. So like for the last one, I think you can only use, yeah, it says only Supreme Plus, but these aren't all. Oh, that's recommended. I think this is the recommended. Oh, tier heroes on this difficulty will be promoted to tier plus when they explore the labyrinth, but heroes with higher tiers than Supreme Plus cannot be demoted. Gotcha. Well, before they were mythic, they wouldn't even let me add. Wouldn't let me add them to the list. So basically has requirements for when you get in there. So don't. I'm just gonna do 13. I'm not gonna do 15. Yeah, so it's just letting me know that I've already claimed the rewards for this, and doing this is not gonna help me in any way. But that's okay. Okay, so at the beginning, it gives you a random thing to choose. So generally, it's going to be a relic, and it'll go in one of these 4 slots here. But right now I'm getting a recovery potion, and you don't get it until you actually win. So after you select it, then you have to win, and then you get it. So why is this my team? It should not be my team.
Get behind me. Are you lost? Follow me. Are you calling me?
Okay. Really want Thorin's voice changed. So, as you see, I just got granted the resurrection potion. Alright, so now I have the choice of basically decreasing the price of the things in the shop, or I can go for a relic. I really don't want to go for fortitude, but you have to pick things early enough to where you can continue to get them, so you can continue to get more crests. So you pretty much have to go for the first one that you see, I think. And yeah, we'll battle here. Very nice. This loading image has never been a thing. Alright. So it says I gained 1 relic of fortitude. If you ever want to know what your relic does, you don't remember, you can just click it. And you see how it says 1 out of 2. So the next time I get it, it'll get stronger. And then I'll get a crest. Definitely going for speedy recovery. I do not need any more resurrection potions. Probably won't need any for the run. Okay. Alright, so now I have these artifacts. I want potential, so I don't mind picking this artifact. I'm not going to go to the store yet, because I only have 81 crystals, and that's only enough to buy one thing. I'm not going to waste this entrance on this stage to go into Fizz's store yet, so I'm going to, again, get a relic, and that's a relic I want, so definitely going to do that.
Well, victory.
Finally, it wasn't a Thorin line. Alright, now hopefully, okay. 4 is always a boss fight. Really hope I get some crests soon.
Well, victory is deserved.
Okay, it just granted me that. That must just happen after the boss fight. And Sanctuary is the one, Vitality, isn't it? Okay, I mean, I've got kind of conflicting runes here, but it did give me 2, so now I get to choose a crest, and the next time I get, 2 more, I'll get a crest, and any one from my other 3 relics also get a crest. So, Division of Labor increases attack, physical defense, and magic defense by 20%. When the deployed hero, allied heroes are all from different classes, so absolutely not. Restores 100 energy every 3 seconds. Allied heroes for allied heroes with shields. I don't have anybody on my team that's granting me shields. Allied heroes deal 25% damage to enemy on the enemy side of the field. I'll just get that one. Now, I would pick Energy Shield if I was running anybody that grants them, like Antandra, Corin, Lucius, for example, but I don't have any of those on my team right now. Alright, and we're going to go for Speedy Recovery so I can go and grab another crest after I win this level. Yeah, and everyone's just ulting, like, immediately. It's kind of unfair. Excuse me.
Victory is deserved.
I work outside and there's a lot of pollen, and it's messing with me a bit. Okay, increase haste for 30 seconds, or by 30 for 3 seconds when allied hero does a critical strike. Increases all allied critical damage boost by 40. Now heals allied heroes on the inside of the field. Okay, so I'm just going to use Fiery Dash in case I get a critical hit. Works well with what I'm trying to do here. This says powerful enemy. It says double your rewards. Let's do it. Same relic, so the enemy's not going to be powerful enough to matter. Oh, and I really like Human in this mode, by the way, because if she goes off in a level, then, you know, as long as it doesn't like immediately end, your heroes will have a lot of health going into the next round. Versus something like Rowan, that only heals a few things and heals allied heroes on the enemy side of the field. Stop giving me those. Increase the crit by 30 for heroes with no image detected within 2 tiles. All these are bad. But increasing the crit rate with the other one that I already chose with crit would work, and this is probably only going to work with Carlisle. That is Cecia's summon, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep going for the relics. I don't need the potion. Okay, and now sometimes you have additional challenges. It says deploy heroes from at least 3 factions, and it says rewards. The prices of commodities in Fitz's store. Well, I wish I could have keep running that. I really don't want to mess it up. I don't see a reason. They are attacking me with this Sylvina. It's targeting my Leica right now. So I'm actually going to just bring her up one. And I'm going to bring Granny behind. No, not you. Please, Granny. Alright. So now it should be targeting Granny. And Granny can tank a lot better than Leica can. Not think it really would have mattered, but that was just for the show, what I would do. Wow. Sounds like he's like just like a million years old and he can barely talk, and he's supposed to be like, you know, super sick, and he's like, bow before me. Bow. I'm a million years old. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I'm just ulting too fast. Yeah. I guess I should have just done a 15 difficulty, but I just remember the first few times I tried to clear it, I could not clear it, but my roster was much less good at the time. Well, gee, I wonder what I should do. At least the run will be fast for demonstration purposes. Although I really don't think it being on 15 would have mattered. Okay. When an ally hero loses 20% of the max health, grants a shield. Okay, well, we skipped all the shield ones, so we're not going to do that. An Acorn Knight will join you in every battle as a temporary reinforcement. And if Acorn Knight mage is defeated in combat, the Acorn Knight will instantly defeat all targets other than the boss when he uses his skill Eureka for the first time. When an enemy hero receives damage in the first 8 seconds of battle, reduce HP of all their enemy heroes 20% of the damage dealt. I just want Chippy, so I'm picking Chippy, just because. We can double our rewards, I think. We're in no trouble. If you're not sure you're going to clear the run, then sometimes it won't be good to go for it, obviously. And you'll just want to be more conservative, but, you know, not worried here. So we can just get more rewards. Plus, this is the only time Chippy gets to be in my formation, so... when he's free. And not actually taking out one of my team spots. For every wilder hero deployed, increase all allied heroes' attack, physical defense, magic by 5%. When ally hero loses 20 grants 25% of life gain for all heroes when dealing a critical strike. Okay, we're just gonna go with Wilder Bow because I am using 3 Wilders. Okay, so this one's insane. So it says defeat enemies to get the blessing relic rewards, which is nuts. Effect, obtain an additional relic times 1 of the same type when defeating enemies. So now when I get a relic, I'll get 2 of it at a time instead. So as long as all your relics aren't odd like mine, every single time you get a relic, it'll proc. So I guess I'll get it anyway, even though all my numbers are odd, which is just very sad. Okay, I guess this is a new enemy that wasn't in this mode before. Okay, alright, so this is protect the doohickey. So we're just going to go in the back. We're going to do this. Yeah. And you can see they're lasting a little bit longer now. Not that it's really consequential. All right. I don't really want fortitude, but I don't need a resurrection potion, so Fortuity it is. I'm gonna put Leica in the middle so her AoE hits more things. I'm gonna switch these back. I'm gonna put her behind to get the Thorin packed, and then yeah, make him fight.
Well, victory is deserved.
Something me here for 2 seconds after the enemy's ultimate ends. For every Grave One hero deployed, increase all life by 5%. I guess it's for every. Stuns each enemy for 3 seconds when their energy is more than 500 for the first time. See, this is how I like playing, but this is how I should play, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with Freezing Warning. I'm obsessed with crowd control. I can't help myself. I want to show you guys the shop before I don't do anything. This is a good way to get things off of odd, so here we go. We're gonna go with, well, let me make sure. Yeah, potential first. There's some that say like double the amount of crystals when you buy this, and so you want to get that one first, obviously. Wind Blessing, because that's funny. Not what I should have gotten probably, but like I said, I'm a sucker for you know, let's go with the 3 before the Sanctuary, because I know I can get this one, so let's get this one. Recovery, for sure. Enemy heroes lose 35% of their current HP when a battle starts. The HP is gradually gained back over time. For every victory after attaining the crest, increase attack by 5% up to 50%. Increase HP by 10% up to 100% for every crest allies have. So I like Showcase because it pretty much means I'm never going to die. And then we can go Showcase here. Or Sanctuary, excuse me. Frightens all enemies for 3 seconds when the allied team casts their first ultimate. Frightened enemies flee towards the back of the battlefield. Second defense, when an allied hero loses 20% of their max HP, gains a shield equal to 5% of max HP for 5 seconds. And allied heroes can absorb 10% of the target's HP with normal attacks. This effect is considered crest healing and can be triggered once per enemy. I actually like Absorption of Greed with how fast my attacks are, so I'm just going to go with that. And onwards, because I can't buy anything else. And now it's the big boss time, but we are super, super souped up now. We just got all those crests all at once. It's super, mega, ultra, uber. I probably should have changed my artifact, because I don't think the artifact actually affects this boss, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, and all my peeps are basically at maximum health here. I remember this boss in the story mode. He was kind of annoying at the time. Alright, so after you do the last level, I think it enters some kind of like endless mode, and then depending on how far you get you on the leaderboard. Grants shields equal to 50% of max HP to all allies when the battle starts. It seems insane. Might Titan. All allied heroes gain a shield equal to 5 some of the field of defense for 10 seconds. Shield of Judgment, I think it... Well, no. How does that work with all the buffs I've given everyone so far? I think Shield of Judgment is just better. Well, this is just defense. And this is Vitality. And that's just HP. But my crests are the ones that are... I don't feel like doing the math. It's 5 times the sum. I'm going with Shield of Judgment. It just sounds sick anyway. Yeah. Okay. Generally, you lose very quickly after defeating the boss, unless you're like way beyond that. The levels get insanely hard right after.
Well, victory is deserved.
All right. Alright, the other ones make no sense for my current team. Yeah, and you can see they're lasting much, much longer now. And those shields are quite sturdy. Bow. Ah, battle technique. Defeat enemies to win. So insightful. I never would have guessed. They lasting so much longer now, but all my guys are still at max HP.
I'm still pretty solid.
I imagined Granny with more of like a heftier voice, you know? Like she's like, it's like too airy for you know, big Granny. This is interesting. I would very much like to, yeah, entangle them quickly before I just get Carlisle'd into oblivion. Oh no, I'm about to get Carlisle'd into oblivion. Oh, please take out... Oh, I got Carlisle into oblivion. Almost. Maybe if I had a different artifact? But, I don't know. I doubt it. I do have a potion. If I had to bring back one person, it's probably going to be Thorin. Okay. This is the only way to get a team bonus, but then I'll be weak. So, it's like a crappy team bonus. I mean, I could do... Whoa, that sounds like drugs. Simmer down.
Present.
Maybe she can snipe one of them. Wait, weren't the ones in the middle like super weak? I don't think I can target them anyway. But yeah, they're gonna get absolutely mauled, so don't worry about that. Yeah, and everyone did leave, so Smoky and Murky was actually really dumb there. But it doesn't matter because we were gonna get wrecked anyway. After those first 5 go away, it's basically impossible unless they had them like barely moving, so barely any life left. Yeah, but that is Labyrinth. So each time you win, you get 3 epic recruitments. Right now, there's only 15 levels. I don't know when they're going to add more levels. Probably, I don't know, a month or 2, hopefully. But yeah, hopefully it was informative. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.